Hey guys, this is Hetu and welcome back to etlqalabs. So guys, in this video we will look at the transformation logics. How do we solve that and then how to test that, right? So we will also see that how the step by step the coding of this logics as well, right? So what we will do is we will try to divide the complete video, complete video into three sections. First, we will try to understand what is the mapping or data lineage, or some places they call at STM as well, right? Source to target mapping, right? So we will try to understand that. So this is, guys, the source to STM document or the mapping document that I can show you here, right? So we will try to understand this, what is basically the requirement, right? And the technical requirement. And then after that, we will code it in Informatica. And then after that, we will run and load the data and we will try to test it, right? So this is what the whole agenda of this particular video, right? Um, but this video is going to be a little lengthier. We will see that whether we can cover everything in this video or we might need a subsequent part 2, right? So, and guys, in this video, I will try to cover some of the transformation logics, yeah, but not all of them. So if I show you what are the transformation logic we are going to cover, we are going to cover sequence generator, expression, filter, router, is null function. This is very popular function that we are going to use, and then source qualifier, right? So these are the some of the transformation that we are going to. Okay, one lookup as well, guys. Yeah, so I have not put it here. Lookup. So lookup also. Lookup. Yeah, lookup transformation as well. Okay. So, one second. Yeah. So these are the transformation that we are going to cover it. Okay. So we will see that why do we need all this transformation, right? So first of all, we need to understand the requirement itself, right? So this particular document, it's a little document that is showing the mapping. So this is also called as STM or data lineage or mapping document sometime, right? So this is something that we will get for our as part of our testing, right? So this will we will get it from our development team or whoever is design this, and then we will study this and we will derive the test cases for all of this, right? So first we will see that what are this requirement, how do we implement it as a developer, right? Because if you know that how the developers are implementing it, then it is very easy for you to do the white box testing basically. So that's the whole idea that I wanted to cover it here, right? And then finally we'll test it, right? So let's start then. So guys, if you see that here, the target output. So this is the target table that I am going to have it, right? So the name of the target table is basically sales underscore general, yeah. And this particular table is going to cover what? This basically this is getting the data from three different sources, guys, yeah. First source is the customer table, second is the product table, and third is customer sales table basically. Yeah. So there are three tables from where we are getting the data. And now when it comes to mapping, like which field in the source is mapped to which field in the target, right? Guys, if you look at cust ID here is mapped to cust ID here, right? So you see the source, these are coming from source, right? And these are the target, columns basically, right? And then there are some extra fields which are coming in the source, but we are not actually needing it in target, which means in my sales general table, right? So for example, these are the two fields, right? We don't need it in my target. We need only sales quantity basically. That's why we need it here, right? But this table contains the three columns as well. Yeah, these three columns. Yeah, cust ID, product ID, and sales quantity, right? So the logic is, guys, what we are going to do is we are going to use here. So this first column is going to be direct mapping. Okay. Second is going to be the customer name, right? So customer name, basically there is a cust name which is basically containing. So this is from source, right? In source we are getting a customer name which is a combination of first name and comma second name, right? Separator is not comma, basically space separators. First name space last name, right? In my target, I need the customer first name and last name in separate column. Yeah, guys. So there is a some logic that we have to apply in Informatica here, right? So this can be achieved using the expression transformation. We will see that. Yeah. Right now we are anyway analyzing this requirement, right? This is direct mapping. This is something that there will be transformation applied, and this is also direct mapping. These two columns are direct mapping, okay. But guys, in customer city, right, we will be applying some certain rules here that I will show you later. Country will be directly, applied, and then here also, guys, all of them will be directly applied, okay. 1 second. Will be directly applied, okay. And guys, there will be a sales quantity here, and one of the column which is called total sales amount. This is something that we are going to derive it basically, okay. How we are deriving? So the logic is here: product unit price and sales quantity that we are getting right from the source here. Sales quantity and unit price, we are actually multiplying, and then we are getting the total sales amount, right? And this is not there in source, that's why it is saying not applicable. So this is only in target, guys, okay. So hope you are able to understand this complete the mapping sheet. But then on top of that, we have certain rules also. So these are certain rules and filters, etc., whatever you can say. This we have to basically implement, right? So what it says, first one, it says that customer city is blank. If customer city is coming as blank, which means there is no customer city here, guys, right? See here, right? So it is coming from customer table. If customer city is coming as blank, then what we have to do? We have to hard code that as Mumbai, okay? If it is not coming, okay? If it is coming, then the same value will be populated in my target table here. If it is not coming, then we have to hard code as a Mumbai against the customer city, okay? If it is null, right? Then second is load the target table based on the customer city, guys. Yeah. Again, let's say I have 10 different customer city. I mean, customer table is containing the customer city, right? If there are more 10 city, then all the 10 record for all these 10 cities will be loaded in a separate tables basically in the target. Okay. So this is also one of the requirement, guys, right? Now, third one is the product unit price is less than 2000, then should not be loaded in target. If here you see the product unit price, right? If this is less than 2000 rupees, then we are not going to load it, right? Or any what you say, it's not rupees, but it can be any USD or whatever, right? Any other currency as well, yeah. So this I am going to filter basically here, right? If the unit price is less than 2000, then I am going to skip it, okay, 2k, or I'm going to filter it out. I'm not going to consider it for my target, right? So these are certain rules on top of it, right? And then guys, what are the things that we are going to do is, first of all, we are going to use the transformation logic as a sequence generator, okay? So I will show you here, guys, okay? So here, this is the first, so this is also called as surrogate key, guys, right? So surrogate key, I think I have not covered the data warehousing concept before, but maybe I will cover this topic as well on surrogate key. So what is surrogate key? Surrogate key is basically that is, Mm, I will say in data warehousing language, if you see the surrogate key, it is something that auto-generated key basically, right? So it is not something that we are getting from the transactional system, right? We are getting it from the we are generating it in the data warehouse table, right? So usually we do in dimension table, but here I'm not considering as a fact a dimension, but then I'm just considering that this as a surrogate key, and which is getting generated. So it is a sequence number, guys. So in Oracle we have something, in Informatica we have a transformation called sequence generator, which basically generates the keys for every record whichever is getting loaded. We will see that, guys, right? So don't worry about it, but I just wanted to confirm this here to tell you that unique number generated on target table, okay, using Informatica. Second is expression that I told you. Here is the expression transformation that we are going to segregate the customer name into two, first name and last name. Then there is a filter transformation. I told you here we are going to use the filter transformation. If the unit price is less than 2k, then we are going to filter them, right? We don't want them to target. Now router. Router is basically what it does is basically routes the data based on a certain condition, right? For example, if city as a Bangalore, then it will load the data into Bangalore city, and if it is cities in Mumbai, then Mumbai table will be loaded accordingly, right? So router is basically splitting the data into multiple table based on the certain condition, okay? So that router transformation we will use it. Now is null function, guys. Is null is very important and it is widely used function in Informatica. Okay, so this is basically something to check whether a value that is coming is not is null or not. If it is null, then this function will return you true, and then based on that you take action what you want to do, right? So this function we will see that. Okay, don't worry for now, guys. Okay, now one second. All right. Okay. Now source qualifier, that is by default when we import that source, right, it will come automatically. Now lookup transformation. So we will be doing the lookup transformation as well, right? Uh, so because we have three tables, right? So one of them can be the lookup, right? So maybe okay, maybe the product table, maybe the lookup. Yeah, we will see that how we implement it, right? So now what we understand, guys, we have the three source system. So basically two that will be generating from the source, and the third one maybe from the lookup, right? And then based on that we will see that. Okay, because here we have to do the joining basically. So if you see the first table, this table, right, customer table is having this particular customer ID. Okay, and now in product table we do not have any customer ID, right? We have product ID, guys. Okay, here is a product ID. Let's see product ID. Okay, product ID, and here is a customer ID, cust ID, and then here is also a cust ID and product ID. Basically both are here. See that product ID. Okay, so what is the good idea to do is, guys, if we are considering these two as a source system, which means we are actually considering to generate as a source qualifier, then it will not work because we do not have the matching key here, right? So what we have to do is we have to either take this or this. I mean, basically the product table and cust sales table, or we have to take the customer and cust sales, because this is also common, right? So based on this also we can make a join. Okay, or we can take this. So let's do one thing. We will take customer table, and we will take the cust sales, these two tables basically as a source. Okay, and then we will put a joiner. I mean, basically we will do the join condition on customer ID. Okay, so let's do one thing. Let's go to Informatica mapping. One second, guys, let me connect it. I think it got disconnected. Wait a minute. One second. All right, guys. So my Informatica session have expired basically, so I needed to restart the Informatica services. Now we are back. So let's start with our coding, guys. Yeah. So before that, I would like to show that I have already created the table. Yeah, so that it can be easier, and I already inserted some data around it, right? So let me show you first. The data that I have already. Okay, so let me show you. So I have customer table. So it's in HR underscore dep. Okay, so this is the okay. So you see there are 7 rows that I have inserted here. Okay, now I will show you. I also have the product table. Okay, sales cust, right? What is that? Sales cust. Let me show. So yeah, cust sales, right? So customer sales table. This is also one of the table. Okay. So guys, in this table, I have customer ID, product ID, and sales quantity, right? Whatever I have mentioned it here. And customer table is having cust ID, cust name, cust city, and cust country, right? That is what we need. Okay. And customer ID, basically, we will be okay. Customer ID is there, right? Yeah. Okay. So we have all those columns, right? Now, what we will, one second, guys. Hmm. Yes. Very nice. Okay. Now, let me show you product table, guys, because product table we have to do the lookup on it, right? So product ID, product name, and product unit price, right? So here is the product table, right? So here. So product ID, product name, and product unit price. So we have all. Now, what as part of our strategy, what we will do is we will try to take the customer table, and then we will take the cust cells table. Yeah, these two tables, and we will put put a join here on this. Okay, customer ID basically, and this table, the product table, we will be using the lookup later after that. Okay, all right. So let me do one thing. Let me go to Informatica. Okay, so let's import first those tables, right? So this is okay. I have to go to source analyzer, guys. Yeah, in source analyzer we have to import all the source. So we have source. We will be taking both from database, right? Tables, all the tables from the databases. We will pull it here. So what is that? Customer, sales. What else? There is one more, right? Customer, sales, and product, right? Okay, these three tables. One second. All right. I'll just pull it, guys, here so that it will be there in my source, right? All these three tables. Now save it. Now similarly, I have to pull the target as well, right? So in target, I have to pull it from. Okay, let me connect it. I'll pull it from the target schema, right? And what is the table name, guys? Sales general. Okay, how many tables we have to do? Let me do one thing. I have done it. Basically, I need created three tables. Okay, so I will have the data from Bangalore. We have data from Delhi, and we will have data from rest of the country, right? Rest of the cities basically. Okay, so this is what I have to plan. Is actually, if I show you the data here, what are the city we have, right? So we have city Delhi, Bangalore, and we have London and Delhi, Bangalore, which means Delhi and Bangalore we have table, and default will be if other than any other city are coming, right? Then we will be putting them into default, right? So this is how the router logic will be working. So that's why I have taken this three target. Okay. Now guys, we are done with importing source and target. Now we will go to mapping and we will design the mapping now. So mapping designer, go to. Now we have to create one mapping and we will give the name m underscore transformation logic session 1. I will put it session 1, guys. Okay. All right. Now what we will do is we will try to pull the source and target first. So let me go and let me pull the source and target. Okay. So we have all the sources that we have implemented. Okay. 1 second. All right. So all of them we have. No. Sorry. We don't need the product one. Why we do not need it? Because we want to have a lookup, right? So that's the reason we don't need it here. Okay. Let me clear it, guys, first. Let me pull it again. So let me go to source navigator and then I will take these two table only. Okay, these two tables, because this is what we want, right, as part of our strategy. If I show you here, right, we want the customer and customer sales. Yeah, these two tables, customer sales and customer, these two tables, right? Okay, let me arrange it. Okay, now what we will do is we will also import the target, right? So how many targets we have? Three target tables are there. Let me go again there. I will import all. So these are the all. All right, we need to just import it. Not import, sorry guys, drag it. Okay, so now we dragged it here. One will be here, maybe that is Bangalore. 1 second. Okay, let me reduce the size, guys. I think it will be better. Perfect, looks nice. Okay, now we will put the default here. We will put the Delhi here. We will put the Bangalore here. So these are the three different source, right? Source systems. Sorry, target, right? That's where we are going to load the data, right? Now, okay. We'll see that how it works. Now, what we will do is we have to put, what we have to put? We have to join these two tables based on the customer ID, right? So what we have to do, since we have the two source qualifier here, what we can do is we can actually remove one of the source qualifier because they are coming from the same source system, means same database, right? And they are the two tables, relational database. So we can remove one. Okay. So let me remove this. Okay. I think I can remove it. I can actually pull this columns also or this ports also here, and then we will put a joiner condition here. Okay. Joining condition here. So what will be joining condition, guys? Okay, let me do one thing. Okay, it's okay. Let me put the joining condition, guys. Yeah. What I will do is, okay, I think I have to use the SQL query, SQL override. Okay, but I think I need to connect it first. Let me do one thing. We will put this condition later. For now, what we have to do is we have to okay. Second step is we are done, and now third step, okay, after joining what we are supposed to do is, one second guys, just hold on guys. So what we have to do is after joining, right, what I need is I need to derive this, right, first name and last name from the name field, cust name field, right? So let's do that first. Okay, so what I have to do, I have to use one expression transformation here, right? So I will go to transformation, I will say create, and then I will say a expression automatically coming. Okay, and now I will say trf underscore expr and cust name. I will just put some name, guys, here. Okay, some name of this transformation so we can understand. Okay, now let me pull it this way because it is needed at the end only. We don't need it now here. Okay. Now here is a okay. So what I will do is I will try to pull everything from here. Okay, first. Okay, done. Good. Now what we will do is uh, we will try to put this SQL override because we have to put the join on the customer ID so that these two tables can join together, right? Let me just say generate SQL. It is generated automatically. Now once it is generated, I have to put a where clause, right? This is how I have to use the joiner, right? So I have to see customer, okay, this table, right? Where, okay, I will put it here, customer dot cust ID, right? Where it is, here it is, dot cust ID equal to cust sales dot cust ID. All right. Now let me validate it. To put the password here, then I'll say validate. No error detected, which means it is working fine. Now what will happen? It will basically join these two tables, okay? And we are actually not using joiner here because these are the homogeneous system sources, right? That's why we are actually good with the source qualifier itself, right? So that's why we are actually using the SQL override here, right? SQL query. And now what will happen is based on the customer ID, these two tables will be joined now, okay? Only matching record. So this is always, this is always going to be the, equi join, guys, right? So normal join here, not here, not here. When I say it is always, okay. All right, guys. So what I wanted to do it here is, yes. So here I got this right already. Now what I will do is I will try to do this first name and last name and stuff, right? So here in transformation, what I will do is I will go to port, and here is a customer name, right? In customer name, what I have to do is I have to create two more ports, okay? Okay. 1 second. Okay, no. 1 second, guys. Okay, I think I need to remove it. 1 second. Okay, let me remove it. I have to put it little. Okay, cut it. Cut it. Okay, I will actually insert it here. So I'll put not two. I think I should do three. Okay, four basically. One for variable put and one for okay, one for output. Okay, see first name. I will say here cust I'll give some name, cust first name, okay, and I will give this name. Okay, I will code it later. Let me just put this naming convention first. Okay, and then here I will put v underscore, okay, last name, guys, right? This will be last name, and then this will be last name only, but output port. Okay, now we are sorted here. So now we are sorted here, and now we have to use this n string all the places. Okay, and string here also, here also. Okay, because I just want to make sure we are using the consistent data type. Okay, now here the size should be, maybe I'll put 40 only, that's fine. 30 also I can put. Okay, let me put it 40. Okay, here also 40, and here also 40, and here I think it's wrong. Okay, now done. Guys, now this is coming as a incoming, right? So I will disable the output port. Now here this is only variable port, guys. Okay, so I have to put a variable port. So what is the logic that I have to put it? That let's go there and we will put the logic here. Okay, what we need to use, we have to use the substring function, guys. Okay, substr, there is a function right here that we are using it here in Informatica. Substr, then we have to put the, what is that, the customer name, right? Substr on customer name. Okay, now it should start from 1. Okay, and then it should end up to instr. I have to locate that space where is the space, right? So I have to put, okay, here instr, and then I have to find, okay, one space, where is one space, and this is the location. Okay, guys, and this is location until -1. Basically I have to use this. Okay, now this will give you, let me validate it. One second, guys, some problem. Okay, let me see. All right, no, I think here we are good. Let me see. Yes, this is correct. So guys, if you're not sure about it, watch my SQL video. I have used this, how to find the substr substring, right? The part of the string basically, right? So let's say here name is, let's say, Ali Ahmed, right? In that case, Ali will be one first name, and Ahmed, which will be after space, Ahmed will be the last name, guys. Here we are actually deriving the first name. So starting from this, and we are actually determining where is space, and until one space before, I mean one position before that space, right? That is the first name. So now let me do it. Okay, let me copy it, guys. I think I might need it. Okay, so I don't want to write it again and again. Okay, now I will be using the very okay, now this is going to be the output. Okay, output is, okay, so I'm going to use v, right? So this is what the first name output. Now this is also okay, this is not input, this is basically variable port, right? So variable port, in this also we have to code the same thing. But here what we have to do, we have to start basically, customer name should be starting from after space, right? One after space, right? One place after space. So this will give you basically the position of that space, and plus ones means after that space, that is second name, starting second name, and last we don't need to give the, the ending position, because it will take by default up to end. Okay, now let's see if it is working. Yes, it is working fine. Now we are done, guys, here. Okay, now we will put the output here. Okay, now output will be here. Now I'm going to put it v, right? Perfect, we are good up to here. Okay, now this mapping is invalid because I have to still, connect rest of the things. Now guys, this part is solved, right? Now what we need is, we need, okay, we got this and this two and up to here it is sorted. Now what we need is we also need the product ID, product name and product unit price from the product table, guys, right? But we have not taken the product, right? We will do the lookup on the product table now so that we can do the joining, because we now after joining these two tables, right? Customer sales and the customer table, we got the product ID also. Based on this product ID, we will be doing the lookup on this product table, right? And then we will derive all these three columns, right? Two columns basically, right? These two. Now what we will do is we will perform the lookup. So let's go here. Let's go to transformation. We will see here lookup. We'll say lookup. Now transformation. Okay, 1 second, guys. I will just put trf naming convention and then lkp for lookup, and then I will say product. All right, we are going to do the product lookup on the product table, guys. Now where is the product table, guys? It is in the source. That's where we have actually imported, right? This is the one, right? So the source, and we have to import it. Okay, now we are done. Where it is? It is here. Okay, let me expand it little bit so that we can see the columns clearly. Okay, sorry guys, 1 second. Little difficult to view it. Okay guys, I think it's coming now. Okay, fine. So now we got this product, and now what we will do is we will drag it and we'll try to join it here. So this product ID, based on this product ID we are looking up, we will derive these two columns. Okay, and then after that we will put into. So let me take one more transformation, that is okay, let me do one thing. Let me do this configuration first. Okay, so we have already confirmed now. So product ID, this is from lookup table. Okay, and this one is this one, guys. This one is coming from where? This is coming from. Okay, 1 second. This is coming from here. Okay, this one, this product ID is this one. Okay, so this is the product one. I will, maybe I can rename it. Yeah, let me rename it so that we can have a better understanding here. Okay, I'll say input, right? This is coming as an input from the mapping, right? Now this is pretty clear. Now if you see condition, see, this is input and this is from the lookup table. Now if whatever is matching, right? So we want to derive these two columns as well, right? And where we are going to put all of them, we definitely need okay, so we need to actually take it further. Now we are done up to here. We are done up to here, so we are able to get this also. Now we have to go to the further pipeline. What is the further pipeline, guys? We have the further pipeline, this one. We have to implement this. If customer is coming as a blank, customer city is coming as a blank, hard code as a Mumbai. Okay, so this we have to do, and here we have to use again the expression transformation. Okay, so let me take one more expression transformation. Guys, don't worry. Now, if you're not able to completely understand, try to, watch 2, 3 times. Then you will be able to understand, because this is not something very easy job, because we have to figure out basically. And now I am showing you here so that once you watch it and you try to, understand, I think slowly it will come, okay, to your head also. So I will say, I will put the expression, and what I'm going to do here, I am going to use customer city. Okay, I am going to derive the customer city if it is blank. If it is blank means it is null, right? It is not coming. Now what I will do is I will take all of these columns, guys, right? Okay, let me take all of these columns here. Okay, now okay, let me put it here. Okay, I have got all of them here. All right, very nice. Now I will take all of this also. Okay, maybe I can take, okay, maybe I don't need this product. Okay, this particular I don't need it maybe because I am taking it already from here, right? So that's fine. Okay, this is the very pretty much same thing, right? And I might not need this. Maybe I will remove it. Yeah, this part also. So I will remove it, guys. One second, guys. Okay, let me remove it. I think. Okay, fine. Let me take the transformation because don't want to get it confused. Okay, expression. Okay, now I will use. Sorry. Okay, now here I will use trf underscore customer city, because if customer city is coming blank, I have to derive it right to a Mumbai. I have to put it a Mumbai if it is blank. Now let me take. Okay, guys, I think I don't mind if I take all of this here. Okay, and I can take only these two columns from here. Okay, that's fine. I think let me take it. Fine. Now what we are going to do? Go to the logic. In logic, what we need the city, right? In case if city is customer city, yeah. Let me take one variable port here, right? Because then after that one, two, right? So I will say v underscore cust city. Okay. Now this will be output port basically. I need one output port here. So here maybe put 30. This also I'll put 30. Okay. This is done. Now this is going to be input only, right? Not output. This is going to be variable port only, and this is going to be output or only. Okay, and this is going to be V, right? All right. Now here I have to put the logic. What is that logic, guys? If okay, I'll put if is null. This is the function. Okay, if city is null, where is the port? I will take it from port. Yeah, I don't want to type it. Okay. If city is null, then put as Mumbai. Okay, Mumbai. I'll put it as Mumbai. Okay. If not, if it is not, then what? Cust city only, right? That case, customer city only I need. All right. So guys, these are Informatica function, right? If and if city is null, okay, customer city is null, then put it Mumbai. Otherwise, if it is not null, then put the customer, actual customer city. So this is how it works, right? So I have to validate it. It's working fine. Now this is also done. Guys, most of the things are done. Let me go back again. Now what we need is we also need, okay, we need this unit price. If unit price is less than 2000, then we should not load it. So I have to use one filter transformation, guys, right? So let me take one more transformation here. I'll say filter and I will say trf filter. Okay. Okay, one second. Okay, trf filter. What I'm going to do? I'm going to filter out based on unit price, right? This is giving little information. You can give more information also, but for now I'm just putting it like this. Okay. Now here is a filter transformation. Now what we are going to do, guys, I am going to take everything from here. Okay, everything, all the columns from here. I am simply going to drag it here, and here I am going to put that filter logic. So if where is that filter? Here it is, right? Filter condition. I have to go and I have to say if unit price, where is that? Where is the unit price, guys? One second. Yes, product unit price, if it is greater than 20,000. Okay, so every product price, unit price should be greater than 20,000, then only it should pass. Otherwise, if it is less than that, then it will not, it will be filtered out. Okay, we will see that if the things are getting filtered or not, right? So this is also done. Let me close it now. All right, guys. So we are almost done. Okay. We have to do one more thing here. Okay, guys. What is that? We have to take one last transformation. Where is that? So last transformation says that, the load the target table based on customer city. So based on customer city, we have to load the target table, which means we have to use the router transformation, right? Now I have to take one more transformation, router, and here if I say RTR, okay, router transformation on customer city, right? Based on that only I'm going to put here, right? So okay, here it is, right? Now what we will do is we will drag all of these columns from here to there, right? In the router, we got it now, right? Now what we will do is, now we have already the group, so we have to configure this router transformation. Now we have to create a groups. So one, two, yeah, okay, two only, one is by default, so that's fine. So what I need is, I will say city, what is that city? Okay, I will say customer city BLR, okay, Bangalore. Now here I have to put some condition here, right? Because this is something like, filter. So router is what, guys? Putting multiple filters in a single transformation is the router, right? Simply, okay? Rather, we don't want to put multiple filter transformation. That's why we are using a single router transformation, right? So what is that? Customer city, right? Customer city. Customer city, based on the customer city only we are going to do. So if customer city equal to Bangalore, then I am going to validate. Perfect. I'm going to just copy it, guys. Okay. Okay, now we can close it. We will put, oh, sorry. I think I have to put one more right here. So if customer city, you can give any name, guys. I mean, it's not like, you have to give whatever I'm typing here. You can give anything here. But yeah, and then I don't want to open it. I just want to put it Delhi. So, which means, what does it mean? Which means if customer is coming as Bangalore, it will go to Bangalore table, this table, okay? Structure of the table is same only, the data will distribute it based on the city, okay? So let me just redirect it finally into target, okay? So guys, second, so okay, I have to, this is input, this is for Bangalore, right? And this is the table for Bangalore. Okay, let me pull it down little bit so that I can see all the columns clearly when I map it. I should not map something wrong, otherwise it will be problem, right? So customer ID. Okay, guys, one more transformation we have to use. Okay, okay. Let me do it first, and then after that I'll tell you. Customer ID, customer name, first name, city. Okay, why it is coming as a two? City. One second. One second, guys. I think something here, right? What is this basically? That is coming right here. Why two cities are coming here? Okay, let me see here. If I have not marked customer city, okay, so this is also, one second. Okay, I have to disable it, guys, because, one second. All right. So if I go here, okay, this plus, no, second. Okay, let me do one thing. I think, ideally, why it is not happening, I'm not able to understand actually. Okay, maybe it is connected, that's the reason. Okay, let me, customer city, this, right? Okay, let me remove it. All right. I just don't want it. I mean, ideally, I should have put it as input only, but now it's not happening. I think I have to disconnect it. I don't want to disconnect it now. But yeah, guys, I just want to make sure this city, right? It's not getting removed. That's fine. What I need is, I just need, this is Bangalore, right? So for Bangalore, let me pull all of them. Okay, until here. Customer ID. Wait, customer name is also coming, is it? Okay, I think I needed here also to remove. Okay, guys, customer name should be only input. Oh, yes, it is. No, it's coming here. Okay, so we don't really need it, you know. I think I just need to disconnect it. That's okay. Don't want to. Okay, fine. Hmm. I think it's little bigger chunk of work, but I just don't want all those. That's why I disconnected it. But let me take, okay, whatever we need. Okay, we don't need all the columns in target, right? Fine. Now customer city, guys. Customer city will be here, right? This is going to be customer city, right? Now country, country is here, and then you have think. Okay. Now what you need? I need product ID, product name, and all those columns, right? So where are they? All these three. Product ID. Okay, product ID. I need to take it from here. Okay, and other two columns from here, right? Where are they? Okay, product name and product unit price. Okay, and the sales quantity, guys, we have to take it from here. Okay, sales quantity is here, and I have to put it here. See, it is little difficult to see it because, okay, let me put it 90%. Maybe it is easier. Okay, only problem is we cannot fit the whole mapping, right? So that is the problem here. Okay, let me try to show you here. Now, this is something, this is getting derived, guys, right? This is getting derived. So I have to, basically, I have to, okay, 1 second, guys. I think I will need to, 1 second, hold on. I think, guys, one more thing that we needed to do is this particular column, right? We needed this particular column combination of this means multiplication of product unit and sales quantity, right? So this we have not done up till now. So let me do it even here. Okay, let me. I think I should be doing it on expression here itself, right? So let me do it. So if I add one more column here at the end, I think this will be easier, right? Here, if I do it, okay. So I will say I have to take two columns, right? One is V. 1 second. See, total, total. Okay, what is that? What we need? Column name. Total sales amount, guys, right? Total, total sales amount. Okay. The total sales amount, and this is going to be a decimal, maybe. That's fine. I'll put integer. Yeah, not a problem. Now this is going to be multiplication of these two columns. What is that? One is the unit. Where is that? Product unit. Where is that? 1 second. Unit price into and the sales quantity, right? Now we are done here. We will be closing it, right? So we are done here. Okay, 1 second. Here only we have done, right? Let me go. Now I have to take it further. I need to one more for the output port, right? So this same column I will be using as the output port, and I will make it O here, and this will be output, or not V. it will be output, guys. Okay, output, to put it V. All right, so we are good here. Okay, now we are done here. Now I will just simply drag it here. Sorry, simply drag it here, and then from here to, okay, okay. Done it here. Here also it will automatically come. Yeah. Let me see it whether it has come or not. Mm, total. Okay, where is it? Okay, where it is? Let me see. Sales quantity. Okay, guys, let me do one thing. Let me design it again. Okay, this router one. I'm not very sure about this part. Okay, router. So even before here, right? I do not needed all those. So let me do one thing. Let me take one router transformation here. Router, and then I will take TRF or TR. Okay, fine. City I will say. Okay, based on city only I'm going to do it. Now if I say done, I will get it here. And what are the things we need here as per target, guys? That only we have to take. Okay, we have to take customer ID, first name, last name. So we have to pull it accordingly. I'll take it. I'll take this two also. Okay, 1 second, guys. Okay, now what we need? We need city. And which city we need? We need O city because this is the output city. This we don't need. Okay. Now customer city, after that country. There is no transformation on country, and then customer ID. I don't need it anyways. So what I need I need the product ID, product name, and then product unit price. Okay, and then sales quantity here, and then total amount. I think here. Okay, I think this looks better, guys, this time. Okay, let me just go to and create the group. Okay, so I will create two group. One is for city as Bangalore, and this will be city as Delhi. Okay, for Bangalore I'll just be using port here, the O city equal to, okay, here Bangalore. Okay, this is validated, this is done. Okay, now here also we'll be using same only. Okay, and we will put the city as Delhi. All right, this is also perfect. Now these are done. Now based on city we have to put into correct table. Okay, now so let me expand it little bit so we can see properly. Now customer ID. Okay, all these columns, right, all these columns will be directly taken from here. Okay, and they will be fitting it here properly. Got it? Now one more thing, guys. Okay, one more thing I have to do is, okay, let me do it for Delhi also. Okay, done with this Delhi. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so for Delhi also I will expand it little bit. Okay, these are the field for Delhi. Now they will be here, right? Delhi. Oh, sorry, this is not Delhi, guys. Sorry about it. I need to remove it. These are for Delhi will be down. Okay, somewhere here. Where is Delhi? Here. I need Delhi to be here. Okay, 1 second. Let me put it here, and this one I'll put it somewhere here. Maybe I will use it later. Okay, but for now I need it. Okay, so for Delhi I need to take all this column, drag it from customer ID. Okay, now guys, I think these are okay, fine. Now we need one more. What is that? We need for default. Where are default one are here, right? We need to take all of them and drag it to default table, right? Other than Delhi and Mumbai, Bangalore and Delhi, right? Now guys, there is something called sales ID, and this sales ID we are not getting it from anywhere. If you look at the mapping sheet, this sales ID, where is that? Sales ID, one second guys. Yes, here. This is actually generated by Informatica, right? So this is the sales ID that I need, and I need it to be generated every time there is a load happening in the table, right? So I need to use one transformation that is called expression, not expression, guys. That transformation is called as sequence generator. Okay. No. 1 second. Sorry. I think I did mistake. Let me open it here again. Hmm. Sorry, guys. Stuff. Where is that? Here it is. Okay, here. Okay. All right. We got it here. So what we will do is we will use one transformation called sequence generator, and this sequence generator will actually generate the sequence. Okay, so this is called sequence generator. Okay, that's fine. Sequence generator on what? Sales ID, right? Sales ID. Okay, so this is going to be here, and this I'm going to pull this particular. Okay, now mapping is almost done. I will just squeeze it to smaller size, right, so that we can see properly. Okay, let me put it to 70% also. Okay, so then we are able to see it properly. Okay guys, here is the sequence generator. Now what I have to do is I have to take the next value basically. Okay, next value should be here. Okay, this is here. Okay, now this also, right, all the tables will have it. All the target table will have it. Okay, let me squeeze it little bit. So the next val will come here. I will show you what configuration we will do it, but for now you just drag it here because this is something. Okay, now we'll go to sequence generator, guys. So this sequence generator, there is some property here, right? So I have to say from where I have to start and all. So it is by default 0 and incremented by 1, right? I think we don't need to change anything because I want to increment it by 1 all the time. Okay, so let's do one thing. Let's save it. Now, 1 second. I think we are done. Invalid mapping it is saying, but we will see what is that. Right, 1 second. 1 second, guys. Alright guys, so I validated the mapping. Now it is all valid. Okay, now I think we have implemented everything. Now let's do one thing. Let's try to create a workflow and try to run it. Okay, let me go to workflow and then see if the things are working fine, right? So let me create not this, let me create a new one. So workflow transformation logic session 1. Okay, all right, let's create it. Now let's create a session. Okay, session will be okay. So where is my mapping? This is my mapping. This is the my mapping. Okay, now let me link it. All right, we do little configuration here to put the source and target into separate. So this is target, guys, right? So we have to put it as a target. All right, and here it will be normal instead of bulk. Again, this here will again be target. This will be normal. This one will also be a target. Okay, sorry, 1 second. Will be target. This will be normal. Hope everything is fine now, right? Let me see once again. Yes, perfect. Okay, all good. Now what we will do is we will try to okay, before that we will see whether we have any data already or not, right? So in target, right? So target table is sales general. We'll see all the tables, right? VLR, no data. Delhi, no data. And then default. Okay, default. Okay, sorry. Yeah, there is no data, guys. Okay, now we will see. Okay, we will do one thing. We will run the workflow and we will see that if the data is loaded properly. Okay, so let's run it. So it's running. It will open up the workflow monitor. Let's go here. Okay, here it is. Let's see. No, not. 1 second, guys. Now it is running, but only thing is the monitor is not opening. Let's wait a bit. Okay, it's launching soon. We just have to verify, guys, whether the data is loaded properly and the transformation is done accordingly what we needed, right, as per our mapping or the data lineage sheet, the logic, right? Let's see. All right, we also can see whether the workflow is passed, right? So that second, guys. Okay. Flow, yeah, this is the one succeeded, right? This is the one, it is succeeded now. 433, right? Okay, fine. Now let's do one thing. Let me open. Okay, let me open the workflow log. No, I think I needed a session log. Yeah, better. But leave it. I will see it later. Okay. I don't know whether. Oh, we got it here, right? So here, let's see what is loaded, what is not loaded, right? So based on source only, it should load, right? So if we see at the end, we had customer 5 records. Yeah. So if we can go and verify how many records are there. Okay, we had, I think okay, hr dep dot customer. Okay, 1 second, hold on, guys, 1 second. All right, guys, so we have 7 records here. Okay, it is showing. Okay, and now we will also see other tables also, right? So what is that? Sales dot cust, right? Okay, sales cust or cust sales, let me see, guys. It is cust underscore sales, right? So cust underscore sales we have to see. Okay, other way around, cust underscore sales. Okay, we'll come to know how many are actually coming, right? Now here we have 5 rows, right? 5 record. So let's see how many are loaded, right, in the target. Now we have okay, in target here only we can check. So source customer. Okay, in Bangalore we have got 1 rows this table, and default we have got 2 and 1 row here, right, in Delhi table. So let's see if we have got all of them. Okay, no need to. I think we are logged into the same schema, so I will say sales general BLR. All right, perfect, guys. We got 1 record, and this is for Bangalore based on city it has taken. Now if I see Delhi, Delhi also we have got this particular 1 row. Okay, and default we will see Bangalore and Delhi we have separate table, right? And for default rest of the other city will have one. Okay, so you see, one is London, one is Mumbai. Guys, this is very important. Why it is Mumbai? Because do we have anything for Mumbai in the customer table? Let me show you first. Okay, so if I say HR underscore deb dot customer, then obviously we'll not have anything for Mumbai here. We don't have, right? But what the logic we have put it right here. If city is coming as blank, right? City is coming as blank, or hard, then hard code it to Mumbai. So this is how it is actually. So because of that only it is this particular record, right? 15, number 15. It is actually if you see it here, right? Where it is, this one, right? So this is, you see, 15, 15, right? Customer ID. This particular, because of this only we are getting this Mumbai, right? And the sequence generator is also working fine, guys, right? Because we have got 1 2 3 4, right? 4 records, and it has generated nicely, right? 1 2 3 4, basically the sales ID, which means sequence generator is also working, right? We will see more about the testing in the next session, guys, because this session is, I think, longer now. And the whole idea was that I wanted to show you that this is the real-time project, how you have to implement basically. And this is again, right, it is not covering all the transformations, but then it is covering some of the transformation which are really important, okay? And some functions like uh, is null and if and only if, right? All those kind of things, functions on Informatica which are frequently used, right? So hopefully, this gives you some understanding. Now if somebody is asking how does a data lineage sheet or STM document looks like, what all the things do we have, you can clearly remember this picture, and you can answer the query very nicely, okay? And also, guys, I think uh, I will come up with some more session, right? But then I will also create one video that will be covering the specific testing on this particular logic. Yeah, what are the testing that we have to perform and all. I will cover it separately. But for now, I think we are done in this session. And thank you for watching. And yeah, if you have not subscribed this channel, please do consider to subscribe it if it is helping you. I'm sure that you all are getting lot of information and lot of knowledge from here, right? And I have it, it's so nice to see, when you are commenting and you are saying that you are getting getting the help from this channel and you are learning something really good, new, right? So that's really give me a lot of satisfaction, because the whole intention of this channel is to help you guys. Yeah, it is I am not uh, doing this video for making a paid courses or something. Whole intention is just to help you guys, so that whatever I have learned throughout my career, I can share with you, right? And then it can benefit benefit you all, right? So that's all, guys, for this video, and I will see you soon with the next video and the testing part of this video, right? And don't worry, I think I need to cover some more transformation logic similar to this only. But for now, I think this is something good. If you are appearing for an interview sooner, then you can explain this kind of situation, right? Transformation logic and what testing and all these things. I think it is really going to give the good impact on the interview, right? And that's all, guys. And thank you for watching. God bless you. And yeah, see you later. Thank you.